Okay, so here is the REPL. Okay, so we're going to teach you how to make a really basic choose your own adventure program. You can add a lot to it. You can keep it as simple or make it as complicated as you want. We're going to give you the basics, and you can maybe build off of this for your project or use it for inspiration. So yeah, Yina, do you want to start us off?
Yep, I was just fixing, so I was just okay. In all honesty, I had to get off the floor and get on my desk.
No worries.
So yeah,
Okay.
don't want you guys to hear me shuffling around.
What's the project? I'm sorry,
The project, it's anything. So it's just wait, is he even? Oh yeah, it's just submit some kind of coding project that you're passionate about, or you want to just have some fun with coding. You want to submit to us. That's kind of just you have complete freedom, basically.
Yeah.
We just want
as long
you
as it's school appropriate and has some sort of code, you're good.
We just want you to show us like what you're interested in and like what you've learned at CS Club or even on your own time. So yeah.
Yep.
It's really there's like no rules. Okay, shoot, I gotta log into REPL. Oh god. Okay. Wait, can you see me on it?
Hello. Type something? Yeah. Yep, you're good.
Okay, cool. Wow, such thought-provoking code. Okay, so like Michelle said, this week we're just gonna get you guys started on a really easy, really fun, code along text-based adventure game. It's kind of like the classic what you do when you have like enough Python knowledge, kind of just like got a game. So yeah, the structure is pretty simple. What we're basically going to be doing is we're going to be having a bunch of functions that call each other, and depending on the choices that you make in this text-based adventure game, you call different functions and which tells you a different story. So what we can get started on first is the basic the basic bare bones structure of what this game is going to consist of. And once we have that, we can build onto it, which Michelle will teach you how to do, and this will make your game like more complex, make your story more interesting. You have a lot of freedom with this basic structure. So what I'm going to start off with is to make a like a game what should I call it? Play again function. And after that, we're gonna have like the actual game functions, and then after that, we're gonna have our game loop. So that's kind of how this text-based adventure game is gonna happen. So, I mean, I call it a function, but a lot of these are gonna be procedures. So what we can get started on is to define a function called play again, which isn't gonna take any parameters. That's the syntax, right? Okay. Yeah. Wait, can you guys hear me?
You're good.
Okay, I get nervous when I don't hear anyone. Like when I don't hear like Michelle type in once in a while, because I'm like, oh, like what if I?
Yeah, don't worry.
Which happens sometimes. All right, let's play again. And then for this one, we're just going to. This is just going to be a procedure that lets our player run the game loop again if they choose to do so. So what we can do is create a variable called choice. I'm going to do input. Would you like to play again? That's a green square. Right. And then depending on what the choice is either going to be yes or no, right? Yes or. And then you know what we can do is a backslash, yeah. We can do backslash n to just have the answer be on a new line. Yeah. Choice equals yes. Over here we're gonna call a function that lets you run the game from the beginning. So we're gonna make that later. Call function. And then elif. No. They don't want to play the game again. we're just gonna tell the user, "Aw, see you next time." All right, so pretty easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is this? Where is it going? All right.
There. No, there isn't. I don't see one.
Okay. So now we gotta put something here. We're gonna. What should we call this function? Let's call it game start, maybe. Yeah. We're gonna call a function called game start.
And we're gonna have to define this function later on, but that's going to be in game loop. So.
Okay, hold on.
That should be in game loop, right? Not game function.
Game loop is just what I'm gonna call the function. I'm just defining it right now.
All right.
Yeah, game loop is. I'll get to that.
Okay, sounds good.
So basically what I did here is, I guess this is a good coding practice to get into. When you're coding, something, you're gonna expect to be like a multifunctional program, and that's just gonna be like something that's a little longer, a little bit more complex. What I like to do is like you kind of have this function, and then instead of like trying to fit like all your code down here, you start creating function names that you want, and then you're gonna define them later. So that's kind of what I did here. I said, okay, I need a function here. What I need is something that will restart the game. And then now I'm gonna create that function / procedure here. So what should the text be that introduces the player to the game?
Welcome to Yina's adventure.
Yina and Michelle's. Does anyone have an idea of what our adventure should be? Guys, give me ideas.
We'll see.
Go into the
Let's
room.
start once we get to
Let's create a premise first.
Yeah. Okay. What do you
Guys,
think
what should our adventure be?
Let's make it. Let's say we're lost in the woods at night. Lost in the woods at night.
Lost in the woods? Okay.
Yeah.
Adventure through the cursed woods.
It was adventure. Okay. Sounds good.
Oh, you know what? You know what would be fun? Maybe we'll have some like cool variables. Wait.
Yeah, I'll do this. Oh. Alright, awesome.
Okay. How about okay. I was gonna do this, but why not? So before we have like our play again function, why don't we take in a variable called username?
That should be in
just
game
so
start,
we can personalize the experience.
Shouldn't it be in game start? Actually, no, it doesn't matter.
We wanna ask every time.
Yeah. Like, what if someone else plays?
Okay. So we're gonna need a global list though. Okay, I'll explain that later. Username equals inputs. Brave soldier. What name do they call you by? What is it that you are? What title?
Plus user name. Welcome. This is and Michelle's adventure through the cursed woods. Do you dare enter?
Do you dare enter?
Okay. Cool.
Okay. And then you know what I'm going to need to write right here. So the thing with I think we touched briefly on things like scope, right? Maybe we didn't. The Legend 27. Oh well, yeah. If you play this game, you can make that your username.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we ever talked about scope, but the thing with functions is that there's a difference between a local variable and a global variable. So what I mean by that is each function is kind of like their own little world, like their own little domain. So any variable that you declare within this level of indentation, Michelle, you can see the things that I'm highlighting, right?
Yep, we're good.
So any variable that you create during, like within this level of indentation, it only exists within that function. So when I create this variable called username. That means we can only use this variable within the GameStart function. However, I imagine that later on in our game, we're gonna need to use username again. You know, like what if we wanna call the user by like the username they chose in other places of our function too. So we can do to make sure that we don't run into scope issues is we just global username.
Right, so making a global variable means that this username, whatever we input for this, will be stored as in the name username for anything, like even in the outside of this function, in a different function, anywhere inside this code. But if we don't make it global, then username will only be called this variable within this function. So local variables is actually really useful when you need to reuse variable names and in different functions, but you want them to be different things. But in this case, we want them to be the same thing all throughout the code, so we're going to make it global.
Yeah, so like Michelle just said, we can, because choice is local to both play again and GameStart, we can actually use this variable name again, and we're not going to run into any issues.
Yep.
So do you dare enter? Yes or no?
Yeah.
And then we can do \n to create a new one.
And then let's say if choice
Equals yes.
Let's say like enter woods.
Enter woods. Oh,
yeah. That's a new function. So we're going to have to make that function in the game functions. It's going to be a new function that we're going to do later on. So just add it to the down below so we can forget.
Coward. You coward.
So we have this. We're going to fill this in later on. But we're going to need to fill it in. I'm just writing this down so you don't forget. Oh, I can do that. You coward. You coward. And then, I'll say...
And then...
Wait, no, here. Wait, let's actually go... Let's go chicken out.
We can also do that.
Yeah. It's just easier. It's just easier to see the structure. Here, I'll make it definition. And I need to make that in capital. Alright, okay, so let's work on chicken out first, just because it seems a little easier. Okay, so let's say you don't enter the woods. So the choice is the input and you enter no, so that means it's not yes, which means that you chicken out. So when the program sees this, it moves to this function called chicken out. So you go to chicken out, and what happens is, you coward. So, you coward. You do not enter the woods. You run home and go to sleep like the cowardly little fool you are. No, actually, and then we're going to have game over. And then we're going to need to make another function called game over. And this will be used a lot whenever you make a wrong choice, it's going to do game over, which is I'm just going to say game over the end. And then I want to tell them, would you like to play again? So after they print this, I would go to play again, which would jump back all the way up and ask them if they want to play again. And if they do, it would go all the way back to game start. Anyway, that's after chicken out. Let's go. Let's say you decide to enter the woods. So enter woods. You stride full. What fold we run? There we go. The air is dark and damp, and the wind is harsh against. Wow, so descriptive. Right, harsh against your face. Suddenly, you hear a loud noise. It's coming from right behind you. What do you do? New line. Alright. Okay, so wait, Yina, are you here?
Yep.
Alright, so I think I can just... Yeah, we'll just do like a little joint explanation now. I can take over, but I want you to talk a little too. We'll just work together. Anyway, so what do you do? And so in this function, this is after you enter the woods. So you hear a loud noise. So when you're coding this game, basically, it's a choose your own adventure, so you have a lot of different choices. So let's say you hear a mouse noise, so you have to do different choices. What do? A, in a new line, we're going to say A, you do run away, or B is run towards it, and then C, actually, no, let's just do two choices. Okay, so you can run away or you can run towards it. So, if, oh wait, hold on. No. There.
Here,
Choice
I got
is equal to input, right, run towards it. There you go. So if the choice is equal to A, that means you run, so say run away. And then I can make another function for that. Else, which means that if it's B, would run towards. And one thing that I'm just going to mention really quickly is that in this case, you'd have to do an uppercase A, otherwise it wouldn't work. Otherwise, if you do else, it would just go run towards. Like anything other than a capital A would mean you run towards it. Like even if you inputted like a key smash, it would still do this because it's an else loop. So, I mean, if you wanted them, and if you wanted it to accept the lowercase as well, you could do if choice is equal to A, or if or choice is equal to lowercase a. That works as well. But I think you guys are smart enough to do capitalized A's for choices, so that's okay. Anyway, we can say run away, run towards. And it's pretty much the same thing. So we can have a run away program. Yina, do you want to write this program while I write the run towards program?
Does anyone want to be featured?
Ooh. If you want to be, you're not using Pygame. Yeah, there's Python. We're not using Pygame.
Guys, does anyone want to be featured in this game?
Do you want to be the source of the weirdness?
Okay.
Sure, me.
Okay, Derek, Pranjal, and Anika are gonna be featured.
Yes. Let's go. Let's see. Soldier. A warrior. Return to your end immediately. Okay,
How long are you making this thing?
no, this will probably be
Okay. I'm finishing out my option. Damn, you are like writing entire.
I kind of my creativity. Okay, anyway.
Okay, wait, okay. I have to write that too.
Oh right. Hold on. What's the project about? The project, the club project that you guys will be doing just for fun. It doesn't have to be a game. It can be anything. Just for now, like the lesson that we're doing right now is a little game. With Python, anything with code. It doesn't have to be Python. Like, I'm sure if you're more comfortable with a different kind of code, that's good. Maybe you guys know how to combat part of the game. Oh, that sounds nice. How do we submit or share? I don't know, whichever, it depends on your code. If it's a Python, you could share it in a REPL. If it's like something like Java, share it in like a Java file, whatever that is. So yeah, or you can like record it, do something like that. Yeah, we're pretty chill. You can add a combat part of the game. I would. I was thinking of doing that with a slug actually. That's what I was going towards, but it depends on how much time we have left. We can continue this, but I want to see what Yina's choice is, and if we have more time, I'm gonna change the slug part into a combat. We can add a loop and choose two options. When's it due? It's due May 18th, something like that.
It's due May 18th.
Would you email to Wednesday execs? Yeah, sure. I think we're gonna make a classroom submission because we do have a classroom. Believe it or not, we haven't used it in so long, but we do have a classroom, so we can make it. Alright, so it doesn't have to be a game.
Yours ends in game over, so let's continue off of.
Yeah, let's continue off of yours. Are we supposed to make a game? You guys can do anything you want. OpenCV. OpenCV. I'm not sure what that is, but if it is code, then it will work. Is it anything? Yeah, you can make a game, or you can just make any project. And the classroom code is, let me just, here you go, that's the classroom code. It allows you to use the camera. Oh yeah, sure, go ahead. Yeah, no, he was saying.
Guys, yeah, your project can be anything. It doesn't have to be a game. We're just doing this thing this week just to give you an idea if this is something you want to do.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's
you
just
can do
a
anything
little
that
fun thing. Is Scratch allowed? Scratch is it's kind of Scratch Junior. You know what? If Scratch is all you know how to do, then go ahead. You know what? But I mean, we've already taught you Python. You can make a really good. You can make a really good choose your own adventure story. In fact, we will share one with you after this. Okay. Anyway, moving back to this. So I wrote my run towards, and let's read Yina's run. Let's read my run towards first. So let's say you decide to run away, run towards the monster. So etc., etc. I'll share this whole code with you guys after, so you can read it if you want. But basically, if you run towards it, you fight a giant knife-wielding slug monster, and you run away. And he makes you exit the woods, and that's game over. And obviously, if you wanted to make it more fancy, you could add more subcategories, subfunctions, you can make more choices. But for now, just because we're just doing an introduction, we're going to let you guys do that. You guys can build on this as much as you want, or you can make your own as well. So let's instead, we're running away. There are games that graded. We're not going to grade them. We just want you to try and submit it. As long as you submit one, we're going to credit it as one that you made. I mean, but it is going to be, we might have prizes depending on how, if we want to judge them or not. So, yeah, I guess that's a little thing, but can you send it to Discord? Yeah, sure. We might have, it will probably be a classic thing, but like, honestly,
Yeah,
if you can
we'll
just get it to one of us, we'll be fine. Don't worry.
Your thing on.
Yeah, anyway, let's say we run away. So you're running away, and you suddenly stumble across 3 witches. It's Derek, Frangel, and Annika, the 3 mages of the Northeast. Oh, do you want to form an alliance, or do you run away, intimidated by their sheer power? Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway. So, if you run away... Oh, wait. Oh, if you form an alliance. If you try to form an alliance, Derek says, sacrifice! And you get dumped into the cauldron. And that is game over. Wow. Derek really just going at it.
Damn.
Why me?
Savage.
It's okay. It just be like that sometimes. It's for the greater good. Alright, let's say you decide to run away from the cave. You run away, leaving their mages to their incantations.
Yeah. And we can put something here. Do we want to wrap the game, or do we want to?
Yeah, let's make this a good end.
Okay, good ending.
You trudge onwards, avoiding the strange noise whenever you hear it along. You also don't try to talk to any of those mages. You've heard they do some strange sacrificing that you really don't want to get involved in. Alright. Then, hours later, you finally stumble across a clearing. It's your house? It seems as if you've been running in circles all this time. Your mother is at the door. Oh right, I can add your name. Get back in here this instant. You're late for supper. Run home and have a delicious supper along with a great adventure story that you live to tell.
Hey. Okay.
Game over.
Alright, so now that we kind of have tied up all the loose ends in our game functions, let's try to... something's gonna happen. Wait, there's an error somewhere here. Where is it? Can you see it?
Where?
I see there's something red somewhere.
I turned off the debugging thing on my screen because it was annoying me.
Oh, lol. Okay, well, let's just try to run this without doing anything yet. You're missing... You're probably missing... Yeah, you're missing a parenthesis somewhere. Hold on.
Where?
Here. You're missing the... Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, so let's run. So nothing actually happens. Why is that? Does anyone know why that is?
Can anyone explain why?
Intention.
Can anyone explain why when we run this program, which is all functions right now and nothing else, nothing happens in the screen? No command to run the function. Thank you, Marcus. You are correct. Thank you, Fathom. Yes, you have to call the function. So right now we only have functions, and what functions basically stores a definition of like a little chunk of new code inside the code. So it's like, oh, I know what play again means now. I know what game start means now. I know what enter woods means now. But it doesn't actually do those things until you call them. So, and when all of these calling functions are within more functions, we never actually call a proper function in the first place. So we have to actually call game start. So, whoop, there we go.
So yeah, that's why I had that thing at the end.
Yeah. So basically,
we have to call our functions if we want to do anything with them.
It figures out, it's like, oh, I know what play again means now. I know what this means now. I know what this means now. It does this all the way down, and then it says, and this is the only one that it actually calls. So it's like, oh, I have to call game start. So it calls game start, which has more sub-functions listed inside them. So they go to those functions instead, and they go to those functions instead, all the way around and around. So let's try.
Woohoo!
Brave soldier, what title do they know you as? Does anyone want to be?
What's the volunteer?
Give me a name. Give me a name. Type in the lesson room. The Legend 47 or Chad. Here, we're gonna be the Legend 27. No, two.
Woohoo! Thanks, Keegan.
Yeah, so yeah, we're almost wrapping up, so that works. Okay, we're gonna be the Legend 27. Alright. Awesome. Welcome, the Legend 27. This is Yina and Michelle's adventure through the cursed woods. Do you dare enter? Yes or no? Let's say we don't enter. Coward, you do not enter the woods. You run home and go to sleep with a cowardly little fool you are. Game over at the end. I want to play again. Okay, so now I use a different name. Let's go.
We can do Chad now.
Yeah, let's do Chad. Okay, so your name's Chad now. Welcome, Chad. Let's say we enter this time. Stride boldly into the dark woods. The air is dark and damp. The wind is harsh against your face. Suddenly, you hear a loud noise. It's coming from right behind you. What do? Run away or run towards it. First person to type in something on the channel, the choice of the channel, we do that. What do? Run away or run towards it? Wait, yeet? What does that mean? B? Okay, let's do B. Run towards it. Okay, you're not afraid of some pesky little noises. You're a soldier, a warrior. You turn on your heel and immediately sprint towards the source of the noise, bellowing and yelling as loud as you can, like a true warrior does in facing their enemy. The noise gets louder and angrier. Suddenly, you stumble through some bushes and come face to face with a giant, knife-wielding slug monster. Who dares enter my property? The slug cries out. You will die. They raise their knife from a slimy appendage protruding from somewhere around its back. Gross. Maybe you didn't think this through. You're a warrior, though, and warriors never back off. You yell your battle cry and charge towards the slug, who easily disarms you in a single parry. Go home, little fool, they shout. These woods are no place for a weak little peanut like you. Maybe they have a point. You back off and walk out of the woods, back home, where no one believes your crazy slug story. Game over. The end. Would you like to play again? Yes or no? Alright, bye,
Let's play again.
Yeah, let's play again. We got beaten by a slug. Yeah, we did, unfortunately. However, obviously, we could have made like more battle sequences or more choices, or we could have made like a while loop, something like that. But you know what? We're out of time, and that's why. Let's play again, and this time let's get a neutral good ending, I guess. Second name. See, I'm
just someone random in the voice call.
Oh, someone random?
Yeah, just.
Okay, let's do
Keegan.
Yes, do Keegan. Okay, Keegan. Yeah, I'm gonna make it all caps. You're Keegan. Welcome, Keegan. Okay, so let's say you enter. Same description. And let's say instead of running towards it, you run away instead. As you're running away, you stumble across a damp cave hidden behind some pine trees. Curiously, you step inside to see a group of three witches chanting some kind of incantation around a cauldron. Who are you guys? He asked. Wait a second, you recognize them. They are Derek, Pranjo, and Annika, the three mages of the Northeast. Do you try to form an alliance, or do you run away, intimidated by their sheer power? Let's
What do we want to do, guys?
just want to run away or form an alliance. B? Okay, let's form an alliance. Also, this is supposed to be a backslash. That's why it shows up. Just, yeah. Okay, so let's say B. The three mages look at you and scoff. You shiver. Eric looks you in the eye. Sacrifice, he screams. Prancho and Annika lift you up and dump you into the cauldron. Game over. The end.
Oof, rip.
Okay, let's get the good ending this time. Okay, we need one more name. Why though? Sacrifice. It's for the greater good. Sorry, Keegan. Yoda? Okay, the name is Yoda now. I'll do all caps still. Your name is Yoda. Welcome, Yoda. Okay, so we enter, we run away from the slug, we run away from the mages, we don't form an alliance, instead, you run away, leaving the mages to their incantations. You trudge onwards, avoiding the strange noise whenever you hear it. You also don't try to talk to any of those mages. You've heard they do some strange sacrificing stuff that you really don't want to get involved in. Hours later, you finally stumble across a clearing. It's your house? It seems as if you've been running in circles all this time. Your mother is at the door. Yoda, get back in here this instant. You're late for supper. Oops. You run home and have a delicious supper along with a great adventure story that you lived to tell. Game over. The end.
Woohoo!
Yay, let's not play again. No. Aw, see you next time. And that concludes our Yina and Michelle's adventure through the Cursed Woods.
Yeah, so if you guys wanna, we'll give you guys this code. If you guys wanna build on it even more and like rewrite on things and have fun on it on your own time, you're totally free to do that. So yeah.
Here. I'll paste it in lesson room right now. Game Critic Award 2021. Wait, Yina, do we want to show them Doki Doki Dating Simulator?
Oh yeah, we can. You guys can play. Well, wait. Back in like grade 10, I think. Or was it grade 9? Grade 10? Grade 9.
Grade 10.
Okay. Back in grade 10, Shanna and I made like one of these adventure games.
It's similar.
Well, I guess it's okay. Yeah, adventure. Okay. Well,
I want to say
made one of like a
adventure.
game similar to this.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Okay, here I'm gonna actually. I can actually like screen share it.
Oh yeah, you can
Okay,
do that.
so it's what I said. So the one that we just made really quickly is a super simple version. So there's no like scoring system, just choices, just endings. But what Yina and I did was we made a here. I'm just gonna show you guys. It's what is her name? So let's say Michelle. Is welcome to Doki Doki Dating Club. We made a dating simulator, and as you can see, we can choose which class we have. Let's say I'm gonna go really quickly. Let's say we choose gym. So we have gym, and what do you change into? Special order lightweight. You can change it to sports, gym clothes, or sweatpants and a hoodie. Let's go sweatpants and a hoodie. And then etc. etc. Anyway, that's another game that I made. It's a dating simulator, as you can tell from the name. So if you want to play that, I'm gonna drop the link, and yeah.
Yeah. A preface though, Michelle and I wrote that before we did grade 11 CS, so it doesn't use any functions. The code is like, it's not coded in the same way we did it this time.
Oh, we did
but
use
it's
functions.
just a fun thing for you to do.
Oh, we didn't use functions. Yeah,
No,
we didn't use functions. This was like, don't use this code format. This code format is awful.
It's
like
spaghetti.
It's spaghetti code. Use the
Yeah, no, we
adventure
didn't learn
format.
functions yet at this point, so
Yeah.
yeah. But it's still really fun to play though.
Fun.
And yeah, if you guys want, Michelle, are you still sharing your screen? No?
No, I'm not.
Okay, wait, can you share again? Share on
Okay.
the
Why do you use functions instead of if? You use functions instead of if because functions make things neater, because you can put everything inside one little choice. Yep, simplicity makes the main method more clean.
Wait, which one are you sharing? Are you sharing the
CSA.
original?
No, the choose your own adventure, not the original. The one that we just wrote.
Okay, okay. So if you guys want to do like in a dating simulator, you have like affinities, right? So you have like let's say Just give me a random name. Chad. Wait,
Chad.
Chad? Chad
Yeah.
affinity. So this is like your intimacy. Oh, okay. Let's say we're making. Let's say you want to make this game into a dating simulator. You know, like Yina and Michelle's
Oh, you're trying to date the
cursed force
slug?
dating simulator. Intimacy. Chat intimacy. And let's say one of our characters' name is Chad, right? If we want to declare any global variables that we're going to be using throughout the entire game, we have to remember what I said about scope. We have
You
to
have to make it
declare it like
global.
outside of the functions. 0. So Chad and let's say we have another character named
Stacy. Stacy.
who?
Stacy.
Stacy. Okay, we have another character named Stacy. Stacy intimacy. So these variables that I just made right now, something that we didn't really need to use that much in this game is such game game features like intimacy scores or like scores overall. But if you're going to use that in your game, you have to make these variables global because they have to exist outside of each one of your functions, and you have to be able to modify them. So let's say, like in Enter Woods, if you chose to run away, let's say this was something else, and I don't know, Stacy likes that you ran away, so Stacy intimacy plus equals 1.
Yeah, that's it. But obviously, this is not really a dating simulator unless you want to add a choice to
Yeah,
date
it's not.
slug. Or you can date one of the mages. Listen, hey, I gave you this code. If you want to copy and paste it into your own repo and edit it however you want and make it into a dating simulator, go off, do whatever you want. And if you do send it to me. I want to see. And feel free to try playing our old dating simulator as well. But yeah, that's basically it. That's how you can
Wait,
date
do we have to
majors.
global this?
You'd
I
have to
haven't
global it.
coded in Python in a while. Do we have to global Stacy intimacy?
Yeah, you would have to.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
you would change
So
it.
if you're gonna modify those variables at all, you gotta global them.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah, you just remember to declare your variables as global if you want to change them inside the entire game. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna stop screen sharing now. But
Okay.
yeah, that's basically how you can use. And hey, we only used an if-else statements and input statements and functions. That's how simple it can be.
Yay!
Yay!
And Michelle, do you wanna play through Doki Doki?
Oh my gosh! Here, let's play through one of the courses, one of the classes. All right, we're gonna play a little bit of Doki Doki.
Yeah. But if you guys have something else to do, you guys can make sure you log attendance, and then you guys are free to go.
What's that game? It's a dating simulator. Okay, what is your name?
It's a text based.
Who wants to be featured? Who wants to date people? Oh, interesting. Do you want your name to be no, bruh? Okay, give me a name. Who wants to be featured in this dating simulator? Chad. Okay, Chad. No, but there's someone in a game called Chad. You'll see. You'll meet him. Did you just follow Keegan? Keegan, are you okay with this? You know what? Oh no. Do you want to be the your name in a dating simulator?
Or we can do. Seems like really wants Ridwan to be the character.
I think really wants to be the dating character. Oh no. Oh yeah. Let's go, bro. Okay, you know what? Let's do Okay? Are you okay with this? Hello? I don't care? Alright, okay, cool. Greetings, welcome to Doki Doki Dating Club. The offensive father, the 7:30 a.m. alarm disrupted blissful sleep. It takes a few lethargic rubs of your eyes to register that it's a beautiful morning. Not so beautiful, though. Suddenly, you remember it's Monday, the first day at your new school, Chapman High. Begrudgingly, you get up out of bed and get ready for school. Oh, bruh, I just reloaded it. Oops. Okay, ignore that. Let's just... Arrived at the doorstep of an elegant building. It's extravagant. You stare at it for a moment in awe. I guess this is my new school. A teacher with deep wrinkles and sunken cheeks hastily hands you a piece of paper. It's a timetable. What's your next class? Gym, math, French, or English? Alright. Take 2. B? What is B? Math? Alright, cool, let's go
Alright.
math.
Oh my god, you guys are such nerds. I'm
After
kidding.
asking a passing student to ask for instructions, you find the math classroom. A middle-aged woman who looks at you dead inside says, is a teacher. Hi, you awkwardly mutter. I'm new here. Oh, she says, unamused, and hands you a sheet of paper. Here's the worksheet for today's class. Just find an open seat. The classroom is engulfed in complete chaos. The two kids wrestling in the back are dangerously close to sending each other to the emergency room. Maybe this is why the teacher looks so tired. It seemed like the only open desk was one in the very front. Next to a girl, she's tapping her fingers rapidly on the desk while she scrolls furiously on a similar worksheet, her hair immaculately tied with a tight ponytail. She's wearing a mathless hoodie. The strings are satisfyingly even. If only your life could be as put together as this girl's outfit. Read the name card on the desk, Cartesia N. Plain. It sounds familiar, for some reason, but you can't quite put your finger on it. As you take a seat down next to her, she looks up. Who are you? She asks bluntly. I'm Mom, you introduce. She gives a slight nod and looks back onto the worksheet. You ask, hey, could you help me with this worksheet? Her face is completely unreadable when she looks back up. Alright, sure. Do you know how to solve second order, linear, homogeneous differential equations with constant coefficients? Of course, yeah. Or what? What do you want to choose? C? Okay, let's do C. You know what? What? Second order, you say equally, like the Star Wars thing? Khadija looks mildly disgusted. Guess she didn't appreciate your improvisation skills. Yeah, no, she says. You sigh. Everyone's a critic. About 10 minutes into the worksheet, there's a small fact bubble on the side of the paper. Something, it reads. Huh. Do you want to ask, read it to Khadija, or do you want to ignore it?
Yeah, people want to do C. Or some people want to do A.
Let's do A. Let's do A this time. Let's be
Okay,
nice.
sure.
Hey, do you know what's actually interesting? You say. This worksheet says this. And describe how your identity shows the connection between the most fundamental concepts of mathematics. She looks impressed. Yeah, she says. It really is one of the most beautiful formulas in mathematics. She flashes you a smile, and you catch yourself smiling too. The worksheet takes up most of the
Aw,
class,
how adorable.
and you're laughing the rest of it. Oh, math nerds. As you leave, Katusha nods, nodding. Nice meeting you, Om. Sorry, Om, we're just dragging you into this. Tell her a math fun smile and say bye, or you can ignore her. Too much. Just gonna play the video game. Yes, it was. Let's go back to ignoring that. A. Let's do A. You know what? Let's be nice. You too, you say cheerfully. Just as she's about to get up and leave, you come up with a great joke. Hey, can I ask you a question? Sure, it's about the math homework? Kind of, you say. Why can't calc students house parties? She looks confused. Sorry, I'm not sure? You say, because it's illegal to drink and drive. Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha, calc
Ha
pain.
ha ha. She shifts from confused to amused as she muffles a snicker into her sleeve. Score! Internal fist bump. Before you know it, the bell rings and it's time for your next class. What's your next class? Okay, I want to go through
Are
gym.
we gonna play the star thing?
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through gym class and then we're gonna leave because we're almost
Oh
out
my
of time.
god, okay.
Gym class is my favorite class in this game, so I'm gonna make you guys take gym. Anyway, what do you want to change into? Special order, lightweight, no sweat, special airing ability, nanotechnology, tailored sports shirt, gym clothes, or sweatpants and a hoodie? C or A? Okay, let's do
If you
A.
want A.
Okay, you change ahead to the gym. I'm Coach Kevin, he says to you. You're late, but since this is your first day, I cut you some slack. Go partner up with Chad. Yeah, what's up?
Kevin is the other exec.
Yeah, Kevin Gal.
Yeah, we gave him a little
You're
cameo.
featured. This is a feature. Anyway, go partner up with Chad, and he'll show you the ropes. Okay, you think. Off to a quick start. You look over to where a stereotypical tall blonde boy dressed in head-to-toe sports attire is waving at you with a stupid, goofy grin. You're jogging your way over to him when he suddenly throws the football at you at full speed. You just manage to catch it. Dang, this kid is serious. What's up, new kid? He says cheerfully. The name's Chad, spelled with a silent Y. You wonder whether Chad doesn't know how to spell his name, or is his parents just trying too hard. Chad gives you a once-over and nods approvingly. Yo, that's a rad getup you've got there, bro. Are those the new Jordans? Sweet. The two of you start passing the football around during the drills that Coach Kevin is yelling out. After a few minutes, he's a special kind of insane. He screamed, "The grind never stops," so many times when treat us bright noise. The weird thing is, Chad is super into it. After a few drills, he turns to you a little. So, he says, barely out of breath. You like sports? You love sports? They're alright, or ew.
Ew. I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
C. I think it's yeah. Let's do C. Sports. Ew. You snort. Are you kidding me? Sports. The only sport I'm good at is endurance sleeping. He blinks. Okay, man. After a few more drills, you finally hear the coach blow the whistle. All right, students, he shouts. We're almost over. We're gonna start playing now. He sorts you into a team, and you begin playing. Somehow, you catch the ball at some point and start running down the field. Suddenly, you hear someone call your name and spot Chad. He's waving frantically. Yo, on! He shouts. Pass to me, bro! Right as you're about to pass, though, someone from the other team catches up and starts defending him. What do? Do a special maneuver, try to pass, or don't pass to him? A? A, pro gamer move, break ankles. Okay, let's try A.
Oh, shit.
You remember everything from your 15 years of blood, sweat, and tears from football training at 5 in the morning every day. You channel your inner Chad and a 3-point ultra dexterity special move. It works perfectly. Bro, Chad screams. That was awesome. As you run past him, the two of you fist bump. Oh yeah, and that was gym class, and now it's lunch. But you know
Okay.
what? It's 3 p.m., so we're gonna stop the game there. I did link it in the chat, so if you want to keep on playing, go ahead. I will tell you that it is pretty long. Like there's that whole day, and then you have a date, and then you can ask them to prom. It's the whole shebang. So that's yeah. Go ahead.
Imagine going to prom.
Yeah, imagine going to prom. Anyway,
Anyway.
yeah, I hope you like that game, and I hope this gave you some inspiration for the new project that you guys should be doing. So yeah. That concludes our lesson. Don't forget to do attendance. That's posted in announcements. And that's it. You guys are free to go. Have a nice day and good luck with your courses.
Okay. Bye, guys. Have a good week.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. And thank you for being interactive in the chat. It was fun.